doing my bit. Don't use a coffee cup anymore. I just take my turtle shell into Starbucks. I'm like, fill that bad boy up.
That offence is that each, being a person with parental responsibility for their daughter, without reasonable excuse, recklessly failed to provide her with the necessities of life, causing a danger of serious injury to her.
The number of individuals following vegan diets has increased by 350% in the past decade around the world. Based on a 2020 data from the National Nutrition Survey, around 2% of Australians have adopted vegan diets. That's roughly 500,000 Australians. Simultaneously, there has also been an increase in the tendency for mainstream media to ridicule and discredit veganism and vegans themselves, with sensationalized news items regarding vegan diets harming children. The reality is that any dietary regime that is not balanced and adequately supplemented can severely impact the growth of a child. So, are we really to blame the parents' choice to have their children follow vegan diets? Or our society's negative attitudes along with misconceptions and lack of awareness surrounding vegan diet itself? Veganism, also known as plant-based diet, is when people choose not to eat, wear, or use anything that comes from animals based on their personal values and beliefs. While the majority report that veganism is socially acceptable and beneficial for the animals and environment, there is still stigma around vegan diets, such as the preconceived notion that they don't provide enough nutritional value. Parents who choose to raise their children on a vegan diet often feel judged and criticized by other family members, friends, and even health professionals who they rely on to seek advice and support. Therefore, there is a need to explore this critical social issue that these families face on a daily basis. Article 24, Section 2E of the Convention on the Rights of the Child states, to ensure that all segments of society, in particular parents and children, are informed and are supported in the use of basic knowledge of child health and nutrition. Hence, it's the parents' rights to access education and healthcare service free of judgment or criticism. In fact, it is crucial that they feel safe and supported, as otherwise they may be unsure of how to provide their child with a diet of adequate nutrition. Despite this, a study conducted by BV and their colleagues in 2021 surveyed 176 Italian families who were adopting vegan diets for their children for various reasons, of which 36.2% of families decided to undertake a vegan diet without any pediatric consultation. Among those, the main reason was that they did not consider it to be essential. Moreover, 28% of parents were afraid of being judged, and the other 28% were aware of their pediatrician's opposition to a vegan diet, so they avoided the topic. In a similar study by Baldessari and colleagues, more than half of Italian families that participated did not consider the pediatricians capable of giving adequate advice regarding such unconventional weaning. So, what about families on vegan diets in Australia? As a group of final year occupational therapy students, our aim is to raise awareness and shift negative attitudes and beliefs that result in barriers that vegan families experience while accessing healthcare. We reached out to various Australian vegan parenting groups on Facebook to conduct an online survey similar to previous studies. We found that while 90% of parents consulted their health professionals about providing vegan diets for their children, unanimously, all parents, including the 10 that chose not to consult their pediatrician, indicated that they are or have been negatively judged for their choice by their health professional, as outlined in these testimonies. Negative experiences were often a result of parents feeling distrust towards health professionals, and others noted not perceiving pediatrician as a reference figure. Alternatively, positive experiences with health professionals were linked with those who specialized in plant-based diets and had extensive nutritional knowledge. This begs the question, what is the current knowledge and attitudes of the general pediatric health professionals towards vegan diets? To explore this, we set out to conduct similar online surveys on various health professionals via Facebook groups, including nurses, dietitians, occupational therapists, and speech therapists who worked directly with children. 3/4 of the health professionals responded they had neutral views regarding parents raising their children on vegan diets, while 1/4 was positive. Some cited, "There is so much contradictory information regarding diet, so as long as families are getting adequate nutrition for growth and development, I'm supportive." I see children with autism spectrum disorder who have feeding difficulties and sensory sensitivity that makes eating a negative experience. I can't help but feel that keeping strictly vegan options further restrict the range of foods a child can learn to eat in this specific situation. However, I respect the right for each family to bring their children up in the way that is in keeping with their values. I value and respect the decision, but realize that it also comes with added challenges for families, especially those with children who have food allergies or restricted diets in addition to veganism. When asked why they think vegan parents may be afraid to talk about their children on vegan diets, health professionals noted that many primary care pediatrician and health professionals are not adequately skilled and knowledgeable in providing nutritional advice on alternative diets. So their lack of confidence and competence can lead to strictly opposing vegan diets for children. So, what does all of this mean? The growing number of families who choose vegan diets for their children makes the knowledge of these alternative diets an essential for today's pediatric health professionals. Health professionals should become confident with these types of diets to adequately inform parents of both risks and benefits and win trust of such parents without posing their views and judgments onto these families. Poor therapeutic alliances and communication between health professionals and parents can result in many parents turning to unreliable websites rather than reputable sources for health advice, which can pose danger for the health of the child. So, what can health professionals do? Firstly, engage in interprofessional education, training, and collaborative practice on various diets and nutritional regimes such as veganism. Secondly, always ask about the child's diet. Thirdly, use the dietary guidelines and current research to advise parents correctly. And lastly, validate parents' feelings and concerns. Understand that they're the experts of their own children. Finally, what can parents do? First, consult and start discussions surrounding raising your children on vegan diets with your health professional. 2, research the family care or pediatric health professional that have thorough knowledge and understanding on veganism and or alternative diets. 3, use reliable resources such as journal articles, Australian dietary guidelines, plant-based healthcare expert to guide yours and your child's dietary decisions. Most importantly, continue to challenge the ongoing societal stigma and social difficulties that families on vegan diets face through social media and face-to-face conversations. Finally, you can support our mission to raise awareness by liking and sharing this video on Facebook and other social media platforms. Thank you and have a great day.